Information, that's what you need. Information, that's what we have. Join us as we discuss about your latest and favorite topic over the air. Get something significant today and share it to others. Listen, learn, and be a part of I Wanna Know. The easiest way to get updated.
Good day, everyone. This is your host, Abby Alvarez. Today, you will be learning something great about our topic, which is how to be a good leader. Sounds exciting, right? Well, you don't need to be in position or an officer to get into it. All I need is your ear to listen and your attention to grasp all the messages I will be discussing later. And of course, we will have a chance to interview our two invited guests who had been a leader, and they'll be sharing their expertise to you guys out there. But before that, here are words of wisdom for today.
Our words of wisdom today is an inspiring quote given by Nelson Mandela. He was elected as President of South Africa in 1994. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory, when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger, then people will appreciate your leadership.
And that was it. Indeed, you don't need to be someone like Superman or Batman to be a leader. You can be a leader as long as you have discipline and you have trust in yourself. Alright, let's start this, guys. As I have said, I have here today two people who are terrific and responsible. Here's Gertrude Abaygar, a former SK chairman of Barangay Inzo Arnaldo, Rojas City, Capiz. Of course, we also have here Isabella Gomez, an officer of Supreme Student Government of Leon National High School. By the way, hi guys! Welcome to the show. Welcome to I Wanna Know. It's nice to see you here, and I'm sure our listeners out there are excited to learn from you. Thank you for accepting our invitation, guys.
It's my pleasure.
It's an honor to be here and to be part of your show, I Wanna Know.
That's right. I hope you will enjoy our conversation today and be comfortable. So, are you ready now?
All the time.
Yeah.
I like that. I like your confidence. Moving on, let's start our discussion. So, can you first share to us your experiences and learnings as a leader? How about you, Gertrude?
Well, as an SK chairman for almost 3 years, I had changed a lot. My experience as a leader was such memorable despite of all the hardships and struggles I faced during that time. I remember the time when we had a lot of schoolworks to do, and I had also responsibility as an SK chairman of our place. One of my biggest struggles as a leader is how to manage my time.
So, what did you learn from this?
I learned to be more wise time consumer person, and at the same time, I developed an attitude of being strong while working under pressure.
You're so brave, and I believe that the other girl beside me also have something to share with us. Am I right, Isabella?
Well, I've undergone and encountered same experiences like she had, but let me share to you one of the most unforgettable experience. So far, as an SSG president of our school, it happened right after the moment we had our oath taking, and our advisor talked to me.
And then, what happened?
And then she challenged me that I have to do something bigger and better than the past SSG president of our school. At first, I was intimidated by her words, but I just took those lines as a motivation so that I can be greater than them.
Alright, Isabella. So we want to know, what are your learnings and realizations with that experience?
I think it's about being unique and optimistic. I learned not to compare myself from other leaders and urge myself to do my best every time I have a task to do.
Oh, at least you accepted the challenge of your teacher. And I like the fact that you made it as your motivation.
Thank you.
We all know that being a leader is a difficult task, yet a fulfilling one. How about those obstacles and challenges? How do you handle those things? Let's ask Gertrude first.
Well, for me, I consider every day as a challenge, but having an experience of being an SK gave me another bundle of challenges. How I deal with it doesn't change the way I deal with my everyday life, you know. I just take some time to think if what's better to do.
Wow, I can't imagine myself taking such big responsibility. How about you, Isabella?
It's really true that when you love what you're doing, you can't really feel any hardships, no matter how tough the situation is. My strategy is that I seek help from others. I always consult the others since we belong to a group, and I think we should work as a team.
You guys are awesome! But this time you should freshen up because I'll be asking you more questions when we come back right after a short infomercial.
You having a hard time in studying your lesson? Well, not this time because study.com will provide you some tips to stay alert while studying. When studying, you have to put yourself on a 30 to 40 minute study limit per session. For study shows that a human brain could only retain information with this range of time. Second, if you've just eaten a large meal, before you study, wait 30 to 90 minutes before studying because when you're full, your brain cells might not work actively. Lastly, if you are a global learner, means you can listen to music while studying. Make sure that you play the music you don't know so that you can concentrate.
And we are back here in I Want to Know, the easiest way to get updated. So, does being a leader also means you have a big responsibility? This time, I want to ask Isabella first.
Of course it's given. In my case, and I'm sure just like other leaders, we have been elected because people believe on us, and that means they put their trust on us. And I believe that leaders are born to take responsibility.
I agree, since being a leader also means that we have our own obligations that are heavier than any other. I mean, leaders should always think that they are in position and people are anticipating them to deal with lots of responsibilities.
That's right! I can feel that you really have the sense of leadership!
Thank you.
Thank you!
For you guys, what is a good leader? What characteristics a good leader should possess? Gertrude?
Be flexible. A good leader should know how to handle himself or herself in unexpected or uncomfortable situations.
What else?
Well, I think one must be a good communicator too. Learn to listen and ask many questions. Of course, be respectful and at the same time, be confident with humble intention.
Oh, that's really inspiring. How about you, Isabella? How do you define a good leader?
Well, a good leader is open-minded. One must take into account all points of view and consider all options when making decisions. Moreover, a good leader should also be organized, be prepared for meetings, presentations, or any sudden event that might happen.
Definitely.
Of course, a good leader is well educated. I always believe that knowledge is power. That's why a good leader should have a broad understanding of the world, how it works, and even how things are done.
Amazing! You've got something that really awakens the sense of leadership of our listeners out there. Well, we'll be having more from these beautiful ladies when we get back after a short break.
Hey, what are you doing? What? A porno?
It's none of your business. Besides, I'm already 15 years old. Stop being like a child.
But you're still a minor.
And so?
Did you know that in 1998, the Child Online Protection Act was passed by Congress to make it illegal for minors to access any inappropriate material on the internet, such as sites that contain sexually explicit photographs or videos?
Really? That means we are prohibited to do such thing.
And it placed penalties on sites that did not take steps to keep minors out. So you better stop watching pornographic photos. It only ruins your future.
Alright, thanks.
And we are back here in I Want to Know, the easiest way to get updated. I'm sure you have your inspirations. Would you mind if you state the whole name and give me reasons why you were inspired by that person? Who's your inspiration, Gertrude?
I really want to say her name. Amelia Abaygar.
Who is she?
She's my mother, but she's not just a simple one. She's also my great counselor, my best friend, and my mentor. My mother inspires me when I was still an SK chairman, even until now. She always motivates and supports me. That's why I love her so much.
That's so sweet of you. I bet your mother is a wonder mom. She can be someone that you need. Well, let's see if Isabella had also her mother as her inspiration.
Actually, she's one of my inspirations. All mothers are very supportive, and we all know that. But for me, the one that really inspires me as a leader is our SSG advisor, Ma'am Ramona Cayabyab. Just like I've said earlier, she always challenges me in everything I do as a leader of our school, but I don't find her exasperating. She has her own way of motivating me, and I thank her because I always find myself satisfied with my works and outputs as a leader. Teacher Cayabyab is really a great advisor.
She truly deserves your appreciation and your acknowledgement. This time, I want to know your mottos in life. It could be either self-made saying or it can be a well-known proverb that makes your sense of leadership grow stronger. Sab?
I always believe in this simple yet true motto: a good leader is also a good follower. I think there's no need for me to explain it because I'm sure everyone knows what I mean.
It's your choice then. How about you, Gertrude?
It's my own motto in life, and I use it all the time to lift me up. It says, when the world hates you, learn to love it.
That's very interesting. So, can you tell us more about it?
Well, I hope it makes sense to you. It means that when the world gives you challenges, don't try to stay away from it. Embrace it and find a way to solve it, because they don't stop coming, and the only way to deal with it is to accept it, love it.
Indeed, life is life, as others would say. Lastly, can you give some piece of advice and tips to our listeners, especially to those who are aspiring leaders?
I suggest that if you really want to serve and become a leader, inspect yourself. First, if you're already capable of taking responsibility. If you think you can bear all possible challenges along the way, then that's the time you can put yourself into it.
My advice is that don't stop dreaming and believing to yourself. Always remember that we are all leaders, but those who succeed are leaders that know their goals in life. Don't stop aiming for something big that benefits the whole. Lastly, if you really wanted to be a leader, know first what's really meant by the word risk. That's all. Thank you.
Those advices that came from your hearts are very full of wisdom, and I'm sure our listeners out there can relate to it. But I'm afraid that we have to end our conversation here. Thank you for imparting your knowledge and expertise to our listeners, Gertrude and Isabella. We had a fruitful discussion today and another bundle of ideas had been learned by our dear listeners. I wish you all the best and good luck to your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for inviting us here. God bless.
Thank you, and I hope we had helped you guys out there.
That was Gertrude Abaygar and Isabella Gomez. Those girls are very talented, and should I say, they were born to be a leader. Well, they brought heat to the show. I was fascinated by how they answer all the questions I'm asking to them. They seem to be so confident and reliable. But by the way, thank you guys for accompanying me till the end of today's discussion. And I hope you have a lot of learnings about our topic and develop a sense of leadership starting today. Remember those tips and advices from our guests, but also don't forget to make your own motivations or inspirations, okay? Just watch out for my next blog. It's another exciting topic about dealing with peer pressure. I'm sure you guys are excited because you can really relate to this. Don't miss it, guys. Bye!
I want to know the easiest way to get updated.